Hello everyone, I am going to take a class on analysis of determinant trusses. Okay, first what is this truss? In truss, the transfer of load is nothing but it will transfer load from a single point to the wider area. Hence it is spanned for the long distances. Main application is it is used in long span bridges, then sports stadium, auditorium roof, aircraft terminals, etc. Then while coming to the members, this truss member, it will have two forces, that is why it might have compressive force or tension force. Then main difference between truss and frame is nothing but frame, it is a combination of shear, axial and bending, while in case of truss it is nothing, it just carries the axial force. Okay. Next, we'll see the analysis of determinant trusses. For analysis of determinant trusses, there won't be any other redundant force. That is nothing but, for here this pin support it is 2 and force here it is equation is 1. So 3 minus 3 will be equal to 0. There is no redundant force. This is one example for determinant truss. For that we have some assumption, that is it should be a coplanar. Coplanar means the loads and stresses should be in the same plane. Next, these loads should always act or applied at the joints itself. Then joints are pin connected. Pin connected is nothing but they will be having only vertical and horizontal forces and there is no moment acting on that joint. Next, centroidal axis. To form this joint, we have that centroidal axis of all members, that it meets at the joints itself. Okay, these are the four assumptions. Then to analyze this problem, we have two methods, that is nothing but method of joints and method of section. So before going to that, we have sign convention for that method. So if this arrow mark moving away from the joint, see this, it is moving away from the joint, this is your joint, is moving away from the joint, then consider it as positive, that is nothing but tension. If it is moving towards the joint, consider it as compression and take it as negative, that is minus. Next, to solve this we have method of joints. Some steps we have to consider. First of all, we have to take the reaction at these joints or at the support, calculate all the reactions first. Then consider any one joint, draw free body diagram of that joint and find out the member forces by using the simple equilibrium equation, that is summation x equal to 0, summation y equal to 0. Calculate the unknown member forces, and one condition, that is unknown member forces, it should not be more than 2. In each joint it should be only less than or equal to 2. That is one condition you have to remember. Then consider each joint, solve it and tabulate, finally find all the member forces and tabulate it. We'll solve the step by while solving the problem. So this is the first problem. This is given. So given is, here it is 60 degree. Okay, and this is 30 degree angle. And this is pin connected. This pin joint support and this is a roller support. So for pin support we have vertical and horizontal. For roller we have only just a vertical. This extended because this is 90 degree. This is 60, 90, so it will be 30 degree. So hence this is 30 degree. While solving you want to resolve this. So I just wrote that angle. So this is given 5 meter distance. First you have to find out this AB and BC distances. You should know all the member distances. So first step to calculate the reaction. So for that we have summation x equal to 0. Towards right is positive. So HE will be equal to 0. Next summation y equal to 0. Upward as positive. So this is VA plus VC positive and 50 is downward, so it is minus 50 equal to 0 or equal to 50, take it as 1. Next, to find out this distances, we have one sine rule. Sine rule is nothing but is a distance divided by sine of opposite angle equal to all the distance divided by sine of opposite angle. So just write down. So this is AB divided by sine of 30 degree, which is equal to AC divided by sine of, this is 90, so sine 90, which is equal to BC divided by sine of 60. BC, opposite angle is 60, so sine of 60. Just cross multiply it. Okay, AC is known over here, so just find out AB and BC. First take these two, combination of these two equations. You will have AB into AC sine 30 by sine 90. AC is 5 meter, just substitute it, you will get 2.5 meter. Next BC, substitute, cross multiply these two and get the value, that is 4.33 meter. Okay, next we will find while taking moment at one point and get the value of B. So taking moment at A equal to 0, considered clockwise as positive. Moment at this point, moment is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. See this BC at joint A is we are taking moment, so the member or force passing through that joint, everything will be 0. So first this BC into distance is 5. So here it is acting anti-clockwise. So minus BC into distance is 5. Next this force, further we have to resolve this. Okay. So this will be 50 sine 30 and this will be 50 cos 30. Okay, this cos 30 will be acting along with the joint A. So just we have to consider this 50 sine 30. So it is clockwise plus 50 sine 30. Distance is this AB. Okay, what is this AB? It is 2.5. Force into distance, which is equal to 0. Calculate what is BC. BC is 12.5 kilonewton. Substituting 1, you will get VA, that is 50 minus 12.5, that is nothing but 37.5 kilo Newton. Okay. Next step is to find out the member forces. So that is nothing but joint analysis. First consider this joint A. Draw free body diagram of joint A. Joint A, we have VA. What is VA force? That is 37.5. Then we have one along with this side, one member and this member. For that, naming is nothing but how to represent it. First write F. Yes, F is nothing but a member force, and write the member name, that is AC. Here it is F A B. What is this angle? 30 degree. Now just assume the direction, that is initially see this is upward, so you can assume that this as downward. While resolving you have this downward and this in the towards left, so you can assume this towards right. Suppose while solving, if you get negative value, whatever you assume this direction is wrong, just change the direction and solve further. Okay, this is just assumption. Okay, first step. Next, by using the equilibrium equation, summation x and summation y, find out the member forces. First you consider, here known is vertical direction, so you consider summation y equal to 0, upward as positive. Okay, so it is plus 37.5, this will be minus FAB, this is sine 30, resolving equal to 0. Therefore, FAB is equal to, FAB is 43.3 kilonewton. We got positive value, so whatever we assumed is correct. So see this arrow mark, it is moving towards the joint. Towards joint is nothing but compression, so mark it as C. Okay. Next, consider summation x equal to 0. This is a positive, 2 towards right has positive assumption. So FAC, and this will be, while resolving it will be towards left. So minus FAB is found, that is 43.3 cos 30. Sorry, it is 60 degree over there. Equal to 0. Therefore, FAC is nothing but 21.65. So here, see the direction. It is moving away from the joint. Okay, so away from the joint is nothing but tension T. Just mark it as T. Joint C, draw free body diagram. So here we have BC. BC is nothing but 12.5, and these are members. Okay, this is 30 degree. See, assume the direction. Okay, and this is also known. FAC is known from previous, that is 21.65 tension, so away from the direction. So 21.65 kilonewton. Next, this is nothing but member unknown, that is F of BC. Therefore, summation y or summation x, anything you can consider, both the case you will get the same answer. So summation y equal to 0, 12.5 minus FBC summation y. So it is resolving this sine of angle is 30 degree, which is equal to 0. Therefore FBC equal to 25 kilonewton. Here it is moving towards the joint, so it is compression. Finally you tabulate it, that is member, tension, compression. So it is positive kilonewton, negative kilonewton, member AB, AC, BC. AB is compression, so right under compression, that is 43.3. Next, AC is 21.65 tension, BC is in compression, that is 25. That's all. Thank you.